Hi, my name's Stanley, and I like to make music. Okay, before we go any further, I think that this is what the finished song is going to sound like, just so you know what you're getting into. Check it out. Okay, that's the song. It's not 100% perfect because normally I spend quite a long time fixing small details until I feel that it's perfect. But for this tutorial, I think it's fine. It shows the process of what we're going to go through, getting audio clips from Splice.com. I haven't made a single melody, bass, chord, anything myself. It's just taking finished sounds from Splice, making a song, quick and easy, having fun. That's it. Hope you enjoy. So start off by going to splice.com and then go into Create, which is a new thing they've got. There you can select your style. I'll show you what that looks like. Here you pick a style, and I picked dance pop, but you can do whatever you want out of these options. And this is what I got going. So I chose the dance pop. I set my BPM to 128. I can see it's an F minor, which is good to know. Then I just went through all these different sounds and selected them so I only hear one sound at a time. Like that. And if I didn't like a sound, I just press over here and I get a new sound. And I just cycle through that until I find a sound that I like. And I did that with all of these: drums, others, bass, synth, leads, chords, and keys. After that, I just saved it and downloaded it as stems by choosing the option. I've already done that, so I can't see it. Later, I found all of my stems in this little app called Splice Desktop. So I just dragged the stems, the different sounds from here into FL Studio, and here are all the different sounds. Then I went back to Splice and I looked for some vocals. So I went to Sounds at the top, then I chose Instruments, and I chose all vocals. After that, I selected female vocals, wet, which means it's already got effects on it, and hooks, I find that's quite a good option as well. Then, because I knew that this was an F, so I selected that key as F, and I put a range on the BPM from 120 to 140. So I get rid of all the slow stuff or the stuff that is too fast. And I also wanted loops, so I don't want a one shot. I want a loop instead. And then I found 5 vocals that I liked, and then again got them here in Splice Desktop. I just dragged them into FL Studio, and here they are at the top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one I had to chop a bit because it wasn't really on the beat. So I cut that in 2 and I just dragged it so it was on the beat. The rest were fine, so I just went with those. And that's it for the first part. All right, I'm back again. And where did I leave off? Yeah, we got the vocals fixed. That's fine. This is what the different instruments sound like. I've arranged them quickly, and I can start off with the bass. It sounds like this. Etc. I added this sound as well because that was nice and mellow, so it's good for an intro. So these are all the sounds I had showed you previously. I've just arranged them a bit the way I think that they sound best. Then I wanted the drums to start over here on the 8th bar, and they sound like this. They carry on until the 25th bar over here, where I've left a little gap because I want the dynamics so that there's going to be a bit of quietness before the drop comes. And yeah, that's the drop later on for let's see, 16 bars, 2 drops. Next instrument is over here, and it's I think it's the chords. No, it's the synth. Anyway, that sounded fine together with the bass and the drums. Then I got a build-up part, which sounds like this. Unfortunately, that was a bit short. It was only 4 bars. I wish it was 8 bars instead. So what I did was I copied it, and then this one is already pitched until 300 cents. If you look at the top here, you'll see that when I hover on the button, you'll see it says 300 cents. So it's already pitched to that, and now I had to add 800 cents to that. So the only thing I could do was copy the clip to there, click over here, make it unique, which I've already done, so I'm not going to do that again. And then go in and pitch it as much as I can. Remember, it was 300 already. I pitched it to 1,200 cents, as far as I could go. Then what I did was I control click to mark this region. So now I'm going to bounce this. I'm going to render this audio file to another audio file. And I do that by clicking over here, left clicking over there, naming it to whatever I want to name it, and save it to wherever I want to save it. Then what I do is I drag it from, this is where I saved it, that's the sound that I saved. I drag that into FL Studio and I put it down here. And this is what the sound sounded like before I rendered it. It sounds like this. Now what I've done with the new sound that I dragged in, I went in and pitched it 300. That was the 300 that was missing. Because remember, I wanted to pitch this sound 800. I could only pitch it up to 1,200. I couldn't pitch it to 1,500 as I wanted to because the knob couldn't go any further. So I rendered that, brought it back in, and then once I brought it back in with a different name, I could click on it again and then pitch it up 300. So now it sounds the way it should sound. That is that it's 1 bar higher than that sound. It sounds like this. And this is what it sounds like if it's 1 bar lower. So this one I don't need anymore. I can get rid of that, delete it, and then drag that one up there. So together it sounds like this. Okay, that's the best way I could think of how to pitch this correctly, because I wanted to pitch it 1 octave higher, which is 8 bars. There might be a different way to do it, which is much easier, but this is the only way I could think of at the moment. So I went with that. Next sound is this sound. So I guess it's my chords, and that's good for the drop. Next sound over here sounds like this. That sounds good, but it's a bit short. It's only 4 bars. So I copied that down to there, made this one unique by pressing the arrows over here, make unique. Done that already, so I'm not going to do it again. Went in and dragged this slider all the way to the top. So, no, wait, that's not correct. Let me see. This one is minus 200 cents already. So minus 200 plus 800 becomes this value, 1,000 cents. So what I did was I took that one, the old one, and pitched it up 800 cents. So that's sounds like this together. All right, sounds good. Just letting you know that I haven't fixed the volumes yet, so maybe some sounds are too loud and others are too low. I'll fix that later. But this is what I've got so far. So the song is 1 minute 30 seconds, which, yeah, anyway, it comes, the drop is here, starting here and finishes there. And then I've got this bass from the beginning and the intro instrument that I used in the beginning. I just repeat those again because it's like a perfect bridge, a perfect chill out period after the drop where I don't have any drums. So it sounds like this. It's basically the intro again, but without the vocal. So that's the whole song so far. And my next step would be to add a fill. So I go back to, let's see, where am I? I go back to Sounds on Splice.com and I go to, okay, I'll start from beginning, go to Sounds, instruments, drums, and I select a fill straight away. So now I'm in drums and got fills. Just to make it easy, I think I'm gonna select 128 beats per minute and just go through the fills until I find a good one. Okay, I like that one. So download it. Now I can go back into, all right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see if that's the fill. Yep, that's it. So I'm going to copy that. Put it on a new channel. Like that, and drag it to where it should be, which is here. Okay, that's good. Now I add that every 8th bar. So I put it there. Sorry, I'm going to move that one. This is the only exception, is that, I left a little gap here for the drop. So I'm going to put it in that gap. So that'll be perfect. And then there, and let's see, where's the other one? There. And there. Okay, so that's my fill. Control S to save. Do that all the time so you don't mess it up. I think I want to have build-up drum here on this build-up part before the drop. So I'm going to see what Splice has got to offer when it gets to that. So I'm going to just go to build up drums. Build up drums. I'm going to go for 128 and BMP to find something straight away that I don't have to change. Okay, that's a classic build-up drum. I'm going to see if there's anything else that's a little bit different. Okay, I think I'm actually going to go. I'm going to go for that one. That one sounded a little bit different. I haven't heard that sound before, so that's going to be nice. And also, it wasn't so didn't sound so much. It was a bit in the background, which I liked. It doesn't take too much space. So let's see, where am I now in the song? Need to put it there. Okay. Drag that in and see what that sounds like. Okay, I put it on the wrong track. I'm just going to move it up a few steps like that. And I realized that when I add a fill, I always remove all the other drums. So let's see, there's a bass and there's a something else. That's okay. But here I've got drums. So I'm going to chop those drums. Let me just see some on the right track. Yep, that's right. I'm going to cut those and delete them. Cut, delete. So now it's this sound instead. Because if I have that fill and the drum, it's going to be, it's not going to sound good. It's going to be too many drums at once, and it's going to sound terrible. Okay, that one's fine because that's in the gap. Here I've got to do the same thing again. I'm going to cut the drums over there and delete that little part and cut them over here, delete that part, and there's no drums there, so that's fine. Okay, that's good. I realized I haven't listened to the whole song yet to see if it sounds right. I've listened to the instrumental, I've listened to the vocal, but I haven't listened to them together. Maybe it sounds terrible, so I think we're going to do that. Let's have a listen to what it sounds like so far. I don't know, that sounded quite bad to me. I'm not really sure what it is. Let's try that again. It sounds like the vocal is the wrong pitch. I'm gonna see if that's the case or not. Try and find this vocal in Splice. Drum.
Do you still think of me? Get close, 'cause I'm. You know how to get when I'm alone.
Okay, I think it's that one. Let me listen over here again.
There's someone in the mirror.
No, sorry, it's not that one.
You know. Fading light. There's someone in the mirror.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so it was in C minor, and then I selected F key, so it should be fine to drag in. Let's see what happens if I copy that again. And put it on the empty track, which I think is down there.
There's someone in the mirror, someone I don't know.
Okay, that sounds good. Don't know why that one sounds so bad.
There's someone in the mirror, someone I don't know.
Okay, that one's definitely out of key. That one's not in key. That one is fine. So I'm going to delete that one by right-clicking over there, delete, and move this one up and see what that sounds like all together.
You know how to get
Okay, that sounded fine. I'm not sure what happened with the previous vocal. I think what I did was I dragged it in, didn't like it that it was so high pitched, as you can hear. So I tried to pitch it down 8. I don't know what you call it. 8. Hmm. Anyway, I tried to pitch it down uh, so it was the same pitch but 8, whatever it's called, lower. Um, right, sorry for that. I forgot the name. Uh, what I wanted to do was pitch it down 1 octave. So what I did is I went in there, I dragged this down as far as I can go, and that should be 1 octave lower. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, that sounds fine, but let's see if that works out when I listen to all of them together. Okay, it does sound fine, but I think I'm actually going to go with the high-pitched voice anyway, so I'm just going to right-click on that and reset it. Okay, let's listen to the rest. You know how to get, I'm not alone, I'm alone in my head. You know how time just starts when you run, do you still think of me? I get a feeling you're lost in a dream. Told me I'm all that you need, but you're too far to even hear me scream. Fading lights coming down, so we give it a good run. Feel the night, all the sound. Okay, I don't really like the bass, this sound. I liked it when I heard it just by itself, but when I hear it together with the song, it just doesn't sound good to me. So I'm going to delete that by right-clicking, delete, and then I'm going to go to Splice again and look for a bass. So I go to Sounds, I go to Instruments, and go to Synth, but I choose Bass. Then, just to make it easy, I'm going to put 128 beats per minute. And I'm going to have a loop sorted by most popular. Let's see what they got. That one's okay. I'll just see if there's anything better. Okay, I like that one a lot. I'm going to download that. Go to FL Studio, then to Splice, go to the top. There it is. And as you can hear, it sounds a little bit different. That is because I've selected here which key I want. I wanted an F. So it's 3, it's pitched it down by -3. So all I need to do is just copy it from here and drag it in. Let's see where I want that. I want it up there. And just see if it sounds good by itself. That does sound good, but there's something wrong. Aha, okay. I see that when I deleted the drums, I actually deleted the wrong part. I should have deleted that one and not this one. So I think just to make it easy, I'm just going to drag that over and drag that over. So there should be no drums, and there's the fill. Okay, let's see how that all sounds together. Fading lights coming down, so we give it a good run. Okay, I think that was much better. I like that bass a lot. It was much better than the previous one. And go to the next part.
Get close, 'cause I'm losing all my control tonight. As I get when I get too high, the room is spinning. Feels like I'm losing all my, feels like I'm losing all my.
I like this last part. It's fine. I just think that maybe I should have some vocals there. Um, maybe like some I think it's called ad lib. So I'll go back to Splice. Sorry, wrong button. And I go to Sounds, Instruments. Here are the vocals. Let's see. Vocoder stems, whisper, male, spoken word. Okay, I'm gonna go for all. And then I want female, and I want wet, which is with the effects. And I think it's ad lib. Let's see. And then I'm going to select F because that's a key that the rest of the song is in, and see what we got. And I want type, I wanted loops, and I want one shots. Okay, I like that one. I'll go with that one. Download it. Go to FL Studio, then to the Splice Desktop App. And for some reason it's not there. So let's see. Most relevant. Reloads the page. Then I go back to most recent and see if it's reloaded. Nope, it's not there yet. Sometimes it takes a while for it to download. That's a bit irritating. Let's go back and see if I did download it. Okay, sorry, I forgot to download. I didn't press the button correctly. That's why it didn't turn up in Splice Desktop. So there it is now. Already an F key and then a right BPM. So I just need to copy that and drag it to where I want to have it, which is down there. I'll repeat that twice and let's see what that sounds like. Okay, I think the song sounds quite good already. The next step for me would be to mix and master. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything here, and then I'm going to double click so it marks everything. Go to the mixer, go to the first track over there, right click, and then choose channel routing and route selected channels starting from this track. So there it all are. Then I can control drag and drag them all down at the same time to somewhere in the middle. And then I just go through each part. So I'm going to start here with intro, selecting that by control dragging left mouse. So now that's going to loop this section, go into the mixer, and then I only hear those instruments. Then I always start with the vocals. So looking for the vocal, I think it could be this one. No. No. Okay, there's the vocal. Sorry. Then I'd like to add reverb and maximizer. I've got two that I really like. The one is called sausage fattener, and the other one is called camel crusher. They both are maximizer, but I mean you can use the built-in maximizers in FL Studio. Let's see where they are. Fruity Compressor would do the job, or Maximus, I guess, would do the job too. I think I would choose Compressor out of those. But anyway, I'm going to choose Sausage Fattener, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to fatten it at all. I'm just going to leave it like that, and then drag it to a good volume. Okay, it seems like the whole volume of this track is quite low, so I am going to actually increase the fatness by one step, and then I try to keep it at 3. Keep the vocals at 3. There's someone in the mirror, someone I don't know, and I'm saying Africa, oh where should I go? The bluest days, but they look darker than her soul. When did I become a lonely ghost? There's someone in the mirror, someone I don't know, and I'm saying Africa, oh where should I go? The bluest days, but they look darker than her soul. When did I become a lonely ghost? Okay, that's fine. Next instrument, let's see what that is. Okay, go for that one. Just do a sausage fattener. Pull up the volume a bit to about 6 over there. Okay, that's fine. Next instrument. Bass. Okay, sausage fattener. On this one I definitely want to increase. I'm going to go 2 steps on the fatness because I want to hear the bass. Bring it to about a 6. That should be fine. Actually, I still can't hear it, so I'm going to bring it up one more to there. Okay, that's good. Next one is Control, left click and drag, just to mark the next 8 bars and go through those instruments, starting with the vocals. There's the vocals, same thing, fruity reverb, don't have to change anything. Maximizer, or what was the other one called? I forgot the name already. Compressor, put a compressor on it. And just leave it like that, and then adjust the volume. You know how to get when I'm alone and in my head. You know how time just starts when you run, I'm the man. You know. Okay, that's fine. And then I just do this for the rest of the song. So it's the same procedure, starting with vocals, putting them at 3 up there, and keeping the rest of the instruments at 6, and sometimes increasing the compressors, other times not. That's just something you decide yourself. That's for the volumes. And if you want to add other effects like equalizer, delay, yeah, whatever you want to add, that's up to you. I don't really do so much effects. I prefer to just keep it simple. and I'm going to go through the rest of the song and then I'll continue the video from there. Okay, I'm back again and I've gone through the rest of the song, adjusting the volumes, adding effects. I realized while I was doing that I actually said something wrong, is that the vocals I downloaded were wet, meaning that they had effects already. So I didn't really need to add any reverb to them because they already, most of them had reverb already. So I uh, adjusted that. I deleted the reverb and if needed and added it when it sounded like I needed some more. Other than that, I just went through the volumes, as I said before, all the vocals being at level 3 up here, and all the rest of the instruments being at 6, but increasing the compressor for the bass, which I want to sound a bit more, and also increasing the compressor for the drums and the fill, which I also want to sound a bit more. When I get to this part over here, I'll show you. And this instrument, I found that sounded quite a lot. So when I adjusted the volume for that instrument, I actually dropped it down to 9 instead of 6. I'll let you hear it. Okay, sorry, I'm going to listen to all of it like that.
Get close, 'cause I'm losing all my control tonight. As I get when I get to.
You hear that? It sounds quite a lot. It's penetrates through the rest of the sound and it takes over. So if I would have had it at 6, it would just sound too much. It would drown out the vocals and the rest of the sounds. So I dropped it down to 9 instead. And then when I pitched the second part, the same instrument, but I pitched it 1 octave higher, I actually think I dropped that even lower because as soon as you pitch a sound higher, it will sound louder. So you need to drop it even more.
Get close, 'cause I'm losing all my control tonight. As I get when I get too high.
Okay, I actually didn't drop it, but I realized I should do that now.
Get close, 'cause I'm losing all my control tonight. As I get when I get too high.
Okay, that's good. I dropped it down to 12, so it's a little bit lower than the previous one that was at 9. All right, I just listened to the full song that I just rendered and realized that the intro is too crowded. There are too many sounds at once. So if you listen to it, you'll see that at least I think there's too many sounds. What do you think? I think it would be much better if I skip the bass in the beginning and just have this song starter loop, whatever it is, and the vocals. What do you think? Yep, I think that sounds great. Less is more sometimes. Sometimes it's better to delete and have less than too many sounds at once. If it's too crowded, that just sounds terrible. So that's it. That's just what I found, and um, that's why I'm telling you about it. All right. Um, Other than that, I think everything, there was nothing else that was different or strange. So, uh, this is what I normally do when I make a song. I build it this far up until this bridge or chill out part. And then what I just do is I select it all and shift drag and just make a copy of it. Repeat the song. Sometimes I leave a gap here so that it goes from the bridge to the intro with a gap. Other times I don't. It just depends on what it sounds like. Wait, where am I in the song? Goes over there.
Feels like I'm losing all my.
I think maybe I should keep a gap. I'm gonna see what that sounds like if I select the rest of the song by control dragging. So I select that, and let's see, keep it a little gap like that. Then of course I need to put the fill there instead. I'm not sure which one is best. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to keep it like that. What I do want to have though is a sub drop. So I'm just going to go back to Splice and select sub drop. I think that's what it's called. Yep, sub drop. Okay, that was good. Okay, I like that one. Get that sub drop. Go back into Splice Desktop. And it's put it in the right key already. And this right BPM. I just need to copy that, drag it in. Nope, nothing happened. Try again. Okay, and where are we? There. Okay, that's good, except that you see that this is my little window was just one, whatever that is. Yeah. But this is much longer, so I'm going to actually make. I'm going to move it forward one more. So I control click to drag all of that, move it over one more. I think that'll sound better. Oh yeah, and then I've got to move the fill as well. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Control S to save. And I'm not really sure about this part. I think that I would go backwards and forwards, moving it forward and backward several times, trying different things to make sure that it sounds the best. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to leave it like this and say that this is okay. I'm not really sure if it is, but okay, not serious. We're moving on. So now it's time to, okay, I'm going to move that up to there. And then it's time to select the intro. Oops. Control Shift and select this intro part, which I've used twice. Now I'm going to use it once more for an outro. So I Shift drag to the end. But leave a little gap because that's what I did previously. And this vocal managed to grab that as well. So I'm just going to delete that. I don't need that. And then I've got to also copy this little guy by shift clicking and dragging. Till I get to the right position. Not really sure where that is. It's not there. It's here somewhere. Okay, that's where that one should be. But this fill should move forward to there. That's fine there. And then this little part sticking out at the end. Normally I just leave those tails if it's in the middle of the song, but when it gets to the end of the song, like it is now, I'm going to cut it and delete it. Like that. So the song ends there. Control S to save. And now what I normally do is I select by Control left mouse clicking the first 8 bars, go into the mixer, go to the master track, right click on this button over here and select create automation clip. What that does is it creates an automation for the master volume. So then I just go to this little guy over here in the corner, the left corner, drag it down and go to the middle, drag it up. So now I get a slow increase in the volume, which is great for the beginning of the song. It sounds like this. So I'm like toning in the song. Do the same thing at the end part. So I select this last 8 bars, go to the mixer, right click this button, create automation clip. Same thing, but now drag that one down, go to the middle, drag that up. So now the volume is going to go and decrease like that. Okay, save. All right, I just realized something that the bass that I've got over here, listen to it. Etc. That should be repeated twice, and for some reason I forgot that before. So just click that bass twice over there. First one starts at 26. Second one comes in at 34. And repeat it again once more at 85. Up here. And that's it. Now it's fixed. At this stage, I normally go to File, Export, and export project data files. What that does is that it takes all the audio files that I'm using throughout the song and it exports them to the same place as where the FL Studio save file is. So if I ever open this project later, like 3 years later or whatever, then I have all the audio files in the same project, so it won't be missing anything. When I open it, it will have all the audio files it needs, and I can just change the song or remix it or do whatever I want to. If I skip this step, it won't have the audio files. It won't have them saved in the same place. And when I open the song, it'll be missing audio files. So it'll sound terrible because in this case, I haven't really done any music myself. I've only got audio files that I downloaded from splice.com. So I really need to do this step. So I just click there and it's asked where to save it. And I just say, okay, this is in Swedish, but it says choose where you want to save it. And I just say yes. So I just click. Uh, there's two options. The one is choose where you want to save it, and the other one is abort. So it's not abort, it's the other one. I'm not sure what it will say in English. Okay, so that's done. And now there's just one final step, and that's to go to the mixer, master track, and do some kind of mastering. I find the easiest way to master a track is to use Ozone. Ozone 10 is really great. I highly recommend it. I mean, there's a lot of other ways you can master a track. You can use built-in stuff in FL, or you can get somebody else to do it if you're not sure what you're doing. But the great thing about this Ozone 10 is that it's just like a one-click operation. I select where I want to start the mastering, and I normally go to the drop because that's normally where I have the loudest volume and the most instruments going at the same time. So I select where I want it to start, go back into the mixer, go to Ozone 10, and then click this button here, which I'm not really sure what it's called, but then it says waiting for audio, and I just press play, and then it analyzes the song and does all the mastering for me.
Fading lights coming down, so we give it a good run. Feel the night, all the sounds. Dance with me until we see the sun. Get close, 'cause I'm losing my control tonight. As I get when I get too high.
Right, so that's done. It's selected a preset of pop. I'm not sure, is this a pop or an EDM song? Because I can choose pop here, it will maximize in a certain way. If I choose EDM, it'll be different. I guess we're going to call this a pop song, so I'm going to stick with that. That's all fine. I can close that. Save. Again, Control S. And now my song is done. So all I need to do is click up here, left click. So I get a WAV file, and it will name it automatically after the FL Studio file name. And I normally write the name of the song and then done afterwards, because then I know that I've done the mastering and everything is taken care of. It's ready to share. So more clubbing tonight, done. Save it where it wants to save it and start the rendering of a WAV file. What I normally have is full song, cut remainder. If there was a remainder, I cut it myself this time, but just to make sure that if there is a tail, I cut it, and then leave everything else as default. And that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, please write to me. I'll gladly answer any questions. Doesn't matter if there's a noob question, like a stupid question, you feel embarrassed that you don't really know what I'm talking about, or if I went too fast or I missed something or whatever, just write to me and I'll get back to you. Really don't mind doing that. I'll gladly help out if I can. Okay, thanks a lot. Until next time, bye.